Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the infinite heat switch on your range, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a pair of needle nose pliers and a stubby Phillips screwdriver. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we're going to have to do is to disconnect power to the range. So if it has a cord on it, simply unplug it from the wall. And if it's hardwired range, you'll need to locate the breaker panel or fuse panel and disconnect the power there. Now next, we'll take our stubby Phillips screwdriver. We're going to remove the screws that secure the end panels in place. And typically there are two of them on the side, and there'll be another one up in underneath the lower front edge here. And then the end cap should just slide right off. We'll do the same on the opposite side. And remove that as well. Now next, we'll want to remove the knob from the control that we're going to replace. Set that aside. And then we're going to remove the two screws behind that knob that secure the infinite heat switch to the control panel. Now we can lift the control panel out at the bottom, just lift it up enough that we can unhook the top of it from the back panel and then rotate it forward, taking care that we don't damage the top or that we don't chafe any wires. We can now lift that control out through from the back of the control panel, and we'll first of all make sure that the new control is exactly the same. Now before we replace the control, we'll make sure that we do have the proper one and that the wire terminals are labeled the same and are in the same location. And the easiest way is to just pull each wire off and transfer it over to the new switch. So we'll use our needle nose pliers to help with that. And check the terminals, make sure that they're not corroded. And also make sure that all of those wire terminals fit on snugly. And if they appear a bit loose, just crimp them with the needle nose pliers. Then we'll insert the shaft of that control through the opening in the control panel. And we'll lift the control panel up and hook it over the back first. And then just let it hang there long enough until we can put the screws back into the control. And tighten both those screws securely. And make sure we have the control centered and it tucks in on the bottom so that it's flush. We can now reinstall our end caps. We also need to make sure that the back edge of that end cap slides into the gap between the back panel and the frame. Now when we install the screw up through the bottom, we need to make sure that it engages that opening in the end cap, so you may have to push in on the end cap a little bit to make sure that the screw goes through it properly. And we'll repeat the procedure on the opposite side. We can now replace the control knob. We'll reconnect the power, then we can turn that element on and make sure that it works, and our repair is complete.
I told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.